I am a holistic nutritionist and an author and a speaker, and it's my passion to help women get healthy and to really be the light that they were meant to be in the world. And I'm 8 months pregnant with a little baby girl, and her name is Violet Elizabeth. And this is our first child. We're really excited, my husband Nat and I. And it's just been an amazing journey of discovery. It's really been much more than I could have imagined, even just being pregnant. So I can't imagine when she gets here. We're really excited. This has been the most transformation that I've done in my life in this short amount of time. And I knew that there would be a lot of changes once the baby came. I mean, everybody tells you that, get ready for your life to change. But I had no idea that my life would change so much just from this pregnancy, that I would learn so much from this pregnancy, that I would learn so much about myself. I really feel like I'm stepping into a new era of my life, and that I'm changing who I am, and so is my husband. We're becoming parents, and it's a huge, massive transformation just going through the pregnancy on all levels, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So yeah, it's been amazing. That's a great question, because when I took the course, I really didn't know that much about it. I'd never heard of a conscious pregnancy class. I'd never heard of, I think it's called prenatal
psychology.
I'd never heard of that before. And I really just wanted to connect with other women. There's this drive to really connect with other pregnant women that is just, I mean, it's just this driving force, and it feels really intense, that I just want to be around other pregnant women and connect and bond, and you almost feel like somebody's come and taken over your body, and the only other person that will really be able to understand is other pregnant women. And so just meeting in community, I think that was what initially drew me to your class, is just being around other women, but it's ended up being so much more than that. I've learned so much about communication that my husband and I have been able to use together. So I feel like we've strengthened our communication, which of course is so important. And it's also strengthened our, I feel like we're on the same team, like that we are using the same parenting skills and parenting techniques, so that we're already putting that into practice. So that when she gets here, we can already see what our parenting style is going to be. We've already brought a lot of consciousness into that area. So we're more in alignment, which I think is just going to help us that much more when we're parents. One of the concepts that I learned from you that I really love, and that my husband and I both really appreciated, was the concept of the 70-30. And I think a lot of us as new parents, we think that we have to be perfect, or we have to be turned on and be fully present all the time, or we're going to hurt our children, or if we have an argument in front of them, or if we're anything less than fully on, that we're going to be bad parents. And so what you taught me that was such a big eye-opener with the 70-30 rule is that you really only have to be turned on and fully present 30% of the time, and that the other 70% of the time you can actually be doing repair work and coming back together and reconnecting, and that you don't have to be perfect during that time. And to me, that was such a huge eye-opener, that wow, we get the 70% leeway, and that actually that helps the child to be more resilient. And so that was a huge eye-opener. I think that my husband and I both kind of took a breath and gave ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. You know, a couple of times during this pregnancy I've gotten upset, or I've yelled and thought, oh no, is that energy going to the baby, and have I hurt her in some way? And so I think it's just allowed both of us to just relax a little bit as parents, and know that it's not about being perfect. It's about being the best parent that you can be, and then also learning that we can just talk to her and explain to her when we do mess up. And then that's part of the learning, that she will be able to learn from our example of us, of showing her how we process and how we heal and how we recover and repair from having an issue or an outbreak or an argument or whatever it is. So that was really valuable.